So I'm joined by Jeff Dodds, who's the Managing Director of Virgin Mobile in the UK. Jeff, great to see you.
Hey Mark, how are you? Good to see you.
Very well. Now, you rejoined Virgin Mobile last year. You were previously CMO for 5 years. Tell us why you decided to come back.
So yeah, I left Virgin Media back in about 2013. It was just after Liberty had acquired the business. I went off and ran a telco out in the Netherlands, building a 4G network out there for Tele2, and kept in contact with them. So I've kept a very good relationship with Tom Mockridge, the CEO, who came in to run the business after Liberty had bought the business. And Tom and I were chatting. He was talking about injecting some more focus and momentum into Virgin Mobile. I'd obviously been running a mobile business in the Netherlands, but also doing a little bit of work back in the UK around mobile. So I thought to myself, you know what, I love the business, I love the brand. It was kind of the defining role of my career when I was at Virgin Media previously. So yeah, was very pleased to come back.
So how are you looking to differentiate Virgin Mobile on what is a very competitive UK mobile market?
Look, I think one of the things I'm really proud of, Mark, is that we are an MVNO, so we're a virtual network operator, but we are largely, driving the market forward, trying to innovate in the market. So if you think about zero rating of products and services like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and Twitter, we zero rated those services, which was unique at the time in the marketplace. We've just increased our 4G speeds up to 50 Mbit per second max, and we've just launched an unlimited plan, which is an FMC plan aimed at our existing cable customer base, so the 5 and a bit million cable customers we have, and that plan is truly unlimited, so tethering allowed, no throttling of speeds, and it's £25 a month, which is a fantastic price for unlimited in any market actually, but in the UK it's kind of groundbreaking. So whilst we are an MVNO and it is a competitive market, I feel like we're leading the market in the UK in many respects.
So is that where you see the biggest opportunity for you in getting customers who are already signed up to Virgin Broadband and TV to choose mobile as well?
Yeah, well, we have this slight complexity in that we cover about half the UK with our cable network. As you know, we're trying to correct some of that because we're building out with our own Project Lightning, investing a lot of money into the UK infrastructure. But we cover the whole of the UK with our mobile product. We sit on the, we're a customer of BT Wholesale, so we sit on the E network. So we have this slightly odd thing whereby we can acquire customers across the whole of the UK as Virgin Mobile, but for Virgin Media, they can only acquire customers where they sit on the cable network. But you're absolutely right that we have around 5 and a bit million cable customers, and they are our primary audience. So we currently, about 20% of them currently take our mobile product, so that is my primary route to market. I mean, I'll take customers from anywhere, but in terms of creating a value proposition, they're my primary market.
So one of the things we've seen in the UK market in the last year or so is the launch of sub-brands. Vodafone, Three have both launched their own sub-brands in particular areas of the market. How much of a challenge is that to your business?
I completely understand it because, of course, they're MNOs and they have high ARPUs and they're protecting that valuable customer base, where there's a lot of activity in the kind of more challenging end of the market. So if you think about price points and the fact the market has gone towards SIM only, away from being a largely handset-driven market, there's a lot of action in that part of the market. So it's perfectly logical that they would launch sub-brands. As far as I'm concerned, I try not to focus on individual competitors, and I certainly try not to focus on sub-brands of individual competitors. We like to A, look after our own existing cable base, and B, look for opportunities to differentiate in the marketplace. So whether that's through unlimited or zero rating, or whether it's through unique propositions and price points, so we'll look at the whole marketplace, not individual people.
So we're here at Mobile World Congress, and you're here to talk about digital transformation, one of those big industry buzzwords. What does digital transformation mean to Virgin, and what are some of the challenges that you're facing on that journey?
So I think at its simplest, I should declare I'm not a big fan of the digital term, because digital, by naming it, it kind of feels like it's a thing, and we know it's not a thing. So for me, digital is just the way we live our lives. Whether that's the way we connect with each other and communicate with each other, whether it's how we absorb and consume content, we do that through digital means. So when you talk about digital transformation, if you ask companies, are you going on a digital transformation? In reality, what you're actually asking is, are you transforming your business to the way people live their lives? Well, if you're not doing that, you won't be around for very long. So I'm not a huge fan of the term, but the reality is all businesses are trying to adapt to the pace of change in that space. And we're the same at Virgin Media, Virgin Mobile. So the nice thing for us as a business is that my view would be, we could stand here and talk about edge computing and cloud computing and virtualization and data analytics and the Internet of Things, all these wonderful things that are happening in our industry, but all of them rely on fantastic connectivity. And at Virgin Media, we're a connectivity business, whether that's fixed connectivity in the ground or whether it's connectivity through cellular connectivity, that's the business we're in. So the business we're in is underpinning that fabulous development and advancement we're seeing in the digital space. In terms of challenges, it's a good question. It's expensive. Acquiring knowledge to make all these changes and keep ahead of the market is really difficult. And I think if you think about telcos specifically, we have a lot of systems, a lot of IT infrastructure, complex network architecture. Another term I'm not a big fan of, and my boss says this to me regularly, is the industry talks about legacy. It talks about legacy networks. Well, legacy normally means something that's in your past or something after something's died. The reality is a lot of these systems they refer to as legacy are supporting customer interactions today. They're current, but that is one of the challenges with the industry, that a lot of acquisition over the years, a lot of convergence, a lot of companies come together and they kind of plug their systems together and their infrastructure together, and then that makes it much more complex, it makes it slower, it makes it more expensive as you try and develop and keep pace with the shifts in the market.
Jeff, thank you very much.